today's world, we have too many people that are validated within their weaknesses. Like, oh, I have this, and they have like a clinical. They have some going, some type of some group of people that assimilate with this weakness. That I think and then they're medicating people on it too. It's just validating weakness and being victimhood when they should be like, okay. Like Mikkel, when they said he had asthma, they're like, let's put him in judo. I thought that was a great way to handle problems instead of like, let's get him on Buterol or whatever. Or kids have to go on to ADHD medication. It's like, you just make them. They didn't have that back in the day. They just had to focus and learn how to focus without Adderall. That happened, and it worked some of the time.
I remember when I was in high school, or was it middle school, the word bipolar came up, and we were like sitting at lunch. And I went home and I asked my mom about it, and she's like, "Oh, your father has that." I was like, "Great,
great."
And so she explained it, and I went and thought about it. I was like, maybe I have bipolar syndrome. As a kid, you're like, I feel good, and I feel bad sometimes. I don't. Maybe I got this.
I don't feel happy every
I don't feel happy all the time, and then I all of a sudden feel sad. This is bad. This is really bad. And
that turned out like my dad.
And then depression came up in high school, and I remember that was big because certain kids would sort of claim depression like it was like, I have depression, and
it is a disease for some people.
For some people, but it definitely gets thrown around really frivolously,
all willy nilly.
And I remember the girls in high school started to say, like, I'm just depressed because they didn't get what they wanted for lunch.
It's like high school's supposed to suck for a lot of people. Okay, let's try to stop trying to make it so.
Yeah, then they like, this person's bipolar because they're you just see the way that those terms are just completely misused so bad. But the truth is, doctors do prescribe stuff, especially to young people, and that's where I see the real situations that are dangerous start to occur. Is like when somebody or some kids going through a rough patch, and so many people have told them they're depressed, then they get drugs.
What if they're depressed because they're a woman that's really a man, and then they're like 8 years old, and they're like, well, your depression's coming because you feel like you're a man,
that's
or a
really
girl,
twisted, bro. That's
I'm
happening.
going there because we need to go there.
No, it's happening.
Then they're validated in that feeling, and then they go in and they actually have a surgery and have a hormone
replacement program
where they stave off puberty completely, and they say that it's reversible on top of it, which is a total fiction lie. It's the same thing they give to people to castrate them. It's just a smaller dose of it. It's like, whoa. That's happening. So this has got to stop somewhere. Someone's got to put some hard stops and boundaries on like what's right, what's wrong, up from down type of obvious behavior of a child. And like,
we have all kinds of boundaries.
Nothing's wrong with you. You're just a kid. How about that?
Like you're 18 and you don't know what you want to do with your life, and everybody's asking you what you want to do with your life, and you feel a little overwhelmed. That's gonna happen.
Welcome to.
We have we have so many boundaries on children, except that one now.
It's insane.
It's like we won't let kids drive. We don't let kids smoke. We don't let kids drink. They can't view certain content.
But they can pick to take all this stuff.
We can change their entire future.
It's like, you can't look at porn.
Feeling at 14.
But you can change those. You can turn your willy inside out if you want to, son.
The funny part is when you see, God, who's that guy who's on the Daily Wire? I can't remember his name.
Matt Walsh.
Yeah, he's like, so these people want to become women or men. So what are they? We just ask that basic question, and it's like, well, it could be many things for many people. And then it's like, well, then how do you know they want to be a woman? And then it's all this deconstruction of the word that occurs. And every time I'm surprised that somebody can even sit through that. And be
because you're almost turning their own thing on themselves. Because they're like, I'm a man, but I want to be a woman. But we don't know what a woman is. So why do you even have to change to be a woman? You could just stay being a man and be a woman.
The words are meaningless.
It just undulates like so bad. This is pure chaos.
It's like, can't we... Hopefully that just
it's bad.
It's kind of comical at this point. It's just like it's so silly the reasoning.
Yeah,
it's silly but scary a little bit.
Yeah, I don't think it's as prevalent as we think though.
I think
it's the fringes, and they're really loud.
It's like
in California, it is though.
Yeah,
it is. We have quite a few friends and family out there, and the young kids are encountering massive pressure. And it's happened to a lot. It was crazy. We didn't have a ton of friends out there, but I'd say 3 out of 10 had their serious things crop up for their children and their families.
My niece, like I said, she thinks she's a dragon and has for a solid 5 years.
That's a long time to be dragon lady.
So yeah, she roars like a dragon, and I don't know when the surgeries are coming out for that, but
be like, we're going to have this splice of the Komodo dragon. Do you want it, son or daughter?
Your saliva will be infected.
No sharing drinks ever again. No, that's hilarious.